Hello guys, this is Vysh. So episode number 124, and it's a Friday, April 7th. So we'll discuss science and tech because every day it's a different subject, and hope you're watching every single episode because everything is done by different teachers. Okay, and this will be enough for you to understand what all type of questions are coming in UPSC. We include even previous year questions, current affairs, CSAT, science and tech, history, art and culture, anything which you feel is difficult for you, everything is there. Okay, and again, there is a lot of free lectures also, but if you are a new aspirant, you should be not knowing which book to read or which book to purchase, and also that is why you have to have foundation. So WhatsApp me in this number and you will get the foundation video. Okay, and the lectures going on this week are like NCERT polity in English is going on, and sociology is going on in Hindi plus English, and then polity is again going in Hindi plus English, and then there is this 10th standard history NCERT also, which is starting this week. Okay, so like this, every textbook which you can which will be needing for UPSC is covered free of cost here. You don't have to go and join any other classes. Everything will be free on this YouTube itself. So first question for science and tech: which of the following pairs of countries is matched incorrectly with the recent disease outbreaks? Okay, so it's not about COVID. There are many other disease outbreaks which are happening across the world. So if you see Pakistan, Marburg virus; China, H3N8 bird flu; India, H3N2 influenza; USA, babesiosis. So this diseases, okay, many more are there, but these are important things which in the March current affair. Okay, the recent March 2023 current affair, these things are there. Okay, that is why we have framed this question. So more details you should study, but now you have to guess which one is the uh, correct answer for this. So at least the one which is in India you should be knowing, and that you should be able to eliminate. So here answer is A. Okay, because it's asking which of the following is matched incorrectly. Okay, so Pakistan and this one is matched incorrectly because this is something which happened in Tanzania in Africa. Okay, this particular disease spread in Africa. In China, bird flu is there. In China, all kind of diseases are there. India, you would have heard like not the COVID one, but little throat issues and cold kind of flu thing is being spreading everywhere. So this is the S3N2 virus, and USA we have something, a deadly disease like this. Okay, so if you see here, the first ever Marburg virus outbreak in Tanzania. Okay, it is an Ebola-like virus that causes fever, and this is the disease name, and with the case of fatality ratio up to 88 percentage, but can be much lower with good patient care. Okay, meaning if you take the proper measurements and measure which is required, then it can be controlled or prevented. So this again, if you see, both are from the same virus family, Marburg and Ebola. So maybe Ebola-related question also can come in the upcoming prelims. Okay, so that questions are there in our test series. So who is enrolled can read our PDF. So it's spread from human to human by direct contact, like all the body parts, blood, fluids, and all these things. So by touching common surface metals, materials. So the usual way which the virus things spread, same way it is. Okay, and you will get the muscle ache and other symptoms are given here. Okay, vomiting or whatever problems you get, that is also written here. And then in fatal cases, death occurs in 8 to 9 days, and the burial ceremonies, okay, that also will be like done like COVID and all, how they did that way they will be doing, else it will again spread. Okay, so this virus was initially detected in 1967 after simultaneous outbreak in Marburg and Frankfurt. So it's a place name in Germany. Okay, and Belgrade, which is in Serbia. So subsequently outbreaks were there in many African countries like Angola, Democratic Republic of the Congo, then Kenya, South Africa, and Uganda. In 2008, there were again through travelers in Uganda, but in Tanzania, it is the very first time happening, and that is why it is in news. Okay, and the other disease, the last one which you saw in USA, because the other two I am not explaining because it's the bird flu and that common cold kind of flu. But the last one, if you see, this is a deadly disease. It occurs due to the parasitic infection of red blood cells. Okay, so about that also UPSC can ask. So it is primarily transmitted to humans through the bite of infected ticks, particularly the black-legged or the deer tick. While many infected individuals may not experience any symptoms, some can fall severely ill. Common symptoms are the usual, okay, fever, body ache, and all those things, and life-threatening also at times. So it's reported in 37 states, with the largest number of cases in New York and Massachusetts. So if you know 50 states are there in USA, in the 37 states this has been reported. So it is very, very important and deadly, and it is spreading very fast. Okay, so prevention is the best approach. Like for any other disease, that is the best approach. Okay, so that is the minimum details you need. Now, next one, VLT survey telescope seen in news is located in. So it's a survey telescope and it is located in which place you have to tell. So the options are Atacama Desert, Chile; Hanle in Ladakh, India; Shanghai in Chennai; or Wisconsin in Puerto Rico. So this places, already there are many telescopes on these locations, but this one, which is in news now in March current affairs, VLT survey telescope, that is located at first one, Atacama Desert, Chile. Okay, there are many telescopes actually. So it is located in this particular observatory in the Atacama Desert, and adjacent to 4 very large unit telescope. Okay, so there are many other telescopes. So near to that only this also is placed. Okay, so this mountain name Cerro Paranal is a mountain name there. It is unique as it is world's largest telescope, specifically designed to survey the sky in visible light. Okay, you will see like many like infrared telescopes are there, and many types of radiations they use, light they use, but this is for visible light. Okay, largest one specifically in visible light. So it's a collaboration of Italy's one unit and European South Observatory. It is a cooperation of Italy and 16 other European countries. These countries formed the ESO, or the Earth Southern Observatory, that signed the agreement with Italy to build this thing. Okay, so VLT survey telescope has recently captured a detailed image of IC 4701, an emission nebula found in the Sagittarius constellation. Okay, so what is constellation, what is nebula and all? Watch the geography lectures which we have made. In that we have covered this. Okay, so this nebula, also known as LBN 55 or NRL 18, was discovered by one astronomer in August 1905. Okay, so it's already discovered, just a detailed image has been captured now with the more recent VLT telescope. Okay, so it conducts multicolor imaging surveys and searches for rare objects in the sky. It is a part of this public surveys project. So remaining things will be same only. Okay, like what they do and what all they go and study. Okay, it will study all the, obviously everything in the solar system. And then there is something called VLT telescope and VLT survey telescope. Both are same. Both are different. Okay, so VLT survey telescope supports the VLT telescope. The VLT telescope is operated by European Southern Observatory. VLT survey telescope is operated by Italy and that ESO which we saw. So both telescopes are located in the Atacama Desert. The VLT survey telescope creates the maps of the night sky. Like now we saw, this is the one who maps everything. Okay, it scans and take pictures of different part of the sky, and that data which they get, the data provided by the VLT survey telescope, is used by the VLT telescope team to continue the research further. Okay, so that is how they both work in tandem. Okay, now question number 3. Which of the following are true about Chandrayaan 3 mission? The primary objective of the Chandrayaan 3 mission is to demonstrate a soft landing on the lunar surface, which was not achieved in the Chandrayaan 2 mission. Second one, the spacecraft will include a lander, a rover, and a propulsion module that will act as a communication relay satellite. Okay, so 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So Chandrayaan 2 and 3 and the differences between them, that also you should know. Okay, in ISRO website itself, everything is given in detail. Whenever they have a mission, they give with pictures and with the payload and the launch vehicle. Everything will be given there in detail. So you can read that itself instead of depending on any other source. So here answer is C, both 1 and 2. It is a follow-up of Chandrayaan 2 of July 2019, which aimed to land a rover on the lunar south pole. The subsequent failure of the Vikram lander led to the pursuit of another mission to demonstrate the landing capabilities needed for the Lunar Polar Exploration Mission, proposed in partnership with Japan for 2024. Okay, so it is in partnership with Japan and proposed for 2024. Okay, so Chandrayaan 3 spacecraft has successfully completed crucial test. That is what the news in March. So that is why in the launch, maybe early 2023 itself, they will launch it. And so it is like a one step forward for that, because we have completed all the successful needed test. Okay, so first mission was in 2008 and then in 2019. So primary objective is for soft landing, and it has a lander, rover and propulsion module. And then propulsion module will carry the lander and rover configuration to 100-kilometer lunar orbit. And then once it's reached there, the detaching process and all that, how a usual this thing works, okay, a launch vehicle works, that is written here. Okay, so the test was conducted in March 2023 at this UR Rao Satellite Center, which is in Bangalore. Okay, so they're checking whether harsh vibration, sudden landing, all these things, what will happen. That is the test which they did, and they are successful. Okay, same like that in January 2023 also they had certain test, and February 2023 also they had a test. So that is why it's very, very important. If not in prelims, in mains, a detailed question about Chandrayaan 3 is expected this year. Okay, in GS3 paper, a question will come about Chandrayaan 3 and its operation. Okay, or maybe comparison with other lunar satellites across the world. Next one. Which of the following are true about cheetah helicopters? It is designed to operate in high altitude and hot tropical conditions. It is one of the least maintenance required helicopters of the Indian fleet. Cheetah has been in service with the Indian Army since the 1970s and has served in various conflicts, including the Kargil War in 1999. It is popularly known for maintaining its zero crash track record till date. Okay, so these are the certain features about Cheetah helicopters. So 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 3. So if you see, there is no option called 1, 2, 3, 4, meaning all 4 statements cannot be true. Something has to be false. Okay. So if you are a person who follow properly UPSC syllabus and current affairs and all, this is a very, very easy question. Okay. So here answer will be D, that is 1, 3 only. Okay. So here if you see in this particular statement, it is popularly known as for maintaining its zero crash thing. Okay, that itself you know that recently Cheetah helicopters have crashed. Okay, that is the current affair also. Then you could have eliminated statement 4 from here and here. Then 1 and 3 becomes automatically correct, and only 2 is the doubtful thing. And 2 is, it is one of the least maintenance required helicopters. Okay, if something unique is there, you would have by chance, you would have known it. Okay, because you are a UPSC aspirant and preparing seriously. There is nothing like that. It has high maintenance, and that is why it is kind of outdated also. And you need to bring in new helicopters, and that is going on now. Okay, in new helicopter manufacturing centers also set up under this government. So we will be making new helicopters. Okay, so that is why statement 2 is also wrong. So HAL Cheetah helicopter crashed near Mandala in Arunachal Pradesh. The cause of the crash is currently unknown, but the Indian Army has launched a search operation for the 2 pilots who were there in that. Okay, and Cheetah helicopter is a license-built version of the French Aerospatiale SA-315B Lama and was designed to operate in high altitude and tropic conditions. It is primarily used for all these surveillance missions, search and rescue, and all these things, right? It is used, okay, even for medical evacuation, transportation of persons and supplies. So Indian Army has been working to keep the Cheetah operational for years, but its age and increasing maintenance cost have made it difficult aircraft to maintain. Okay, so it has its limitations and all these problems and all, but because we don't have a better alternative, we are still maintaining it and using it. Okay, so from the 1970s we are using it, and even in the Kargil war it was used, but as I told, it is outdated now, and we have to have a new light utility helicopter which HAL is currently working. Okay, so that we can replace the Cheetah helicopter. Okay, so it's an Indian Express article. It crashed, and that is why statement 4 is also wrong. Now last question. Background radiation is a measure of the level of ionizing radiation present in the environment at a particular location, which is not due to deliberate introduction of radiation sources. Okay, so there is a term called background radiations in science. So that is the topic now. So Baba Atomic Research Center found that certain areas in a state are experiencing nearly 3 times more background radiation than previously assumed. So which is that state we are talking about? Okay, where it is 3 times. So Ladakh, Gujarat, Kerala, or Odisha. Where is that the background radiation, which is kind of radiation which is not due to deliberate introduction, but mainly because there are already existing certain things which can emit radiations, and where is that we have 3 times more than previously assumed. So here we are teaching you a topic itself in the question. So here answer is Kerala. Okay, so you could have guessed it also, because in Kerala we have something called the monazite sand, where thorium deposits are there. So without anybody introducing anything, there already such things are there which can cause radiations. Okay, so here if you see background radiation, whatever I explained, okay, that question thing, and then it can be natural also, it can be artificial also. So it can be cosmic radiation, environmental radioactivity, or maybe the man-made X-rays, anything which are like fallout from the nuclear weapons, any accidents, any reason there is certain things existing there which can emit radiations. That is what will do this. So if you see here, Kerala has 3 times more than that, and the highest radiation level is in a district called Kollam, which is in the southernmost, okay, not the southernmost, one district above the coast, this one. Okay, that is where this thorium and monazite sands are there. So it's a natural radioactive element, and that is why we have radiations being emitted. Okay, it's a very important source and very useful for India also. So we'll see how this is being dealt with. Okay, but I don't think it is like going to cause any issue with humans, because the human body is accustomed to a higher dose of radiation, and there's no evidence to suggest that the higher level of radiation in Kollam district are causing any adverse health effect. Okay, so human body can withstand even more radiation than what is available there. So as of now, it is not an issue. Okay. So southern India, which is home to granite and basalt volcanic rock, has higher level of radiation from uranium deposit also. So there are various reasons by which southern India can have more background radiation. Okay. So this International Atomic Energy Agency specifies as maximum radiation exposure levels, which has also been adopted by India's Atomic Energy Establishment. So whatever they are telling is this is the unit. If you see 1 millisievert every year, and here something like 30 millisievert is there. Okay, this much should not be exposed. Okay, this much should not be exposed in any nuclear plant. So that is why they are explaining why Kerala has the highest and what is the impact of that. So now again, if you are a very serious aspirant and giving 2023 attempt, we have that series subject wise arranged for you. You just have to take it and read it. Okay, it will be the same what you are seeing in all my slides. Okay, these slides and explanations are taken from there only. So if you are a serious aspirant and looking to prepare and clear this attempt itself, then you can get the subject which you are weak in. Okay, like history, there are 16 test NCERTs we have, or geography, maps, environment, science together we have. Then polity, Lakshmikant based we have, and then there is revision charts and snippet cards. There is economy and economic survey. There is important bodies and government schemes. Then we have current affair packages. This is the most important. Okay, like all these questions today were discussed from the March current affair only. Meaning, see here, this is up to May 23. This package, if you buy pack 12, you will get 1200 MCQs with detailed explanations and notes on current affair, which will be thousands of pages. Okay, it's not like just 1 or 2 pages. It's like thousands of pages of notes are there. So this is enough for you to cover any question which will come in the exam. Not only UPSC, SSC, PSC, whichever exam you are giving, every current affair will be covered in this thing. Okay, so that is why if you want, you can enroll to that, or the combination of all these things also you can buy. Okay, so this is actually 36 test. Okay, not 48, 36 test, this one together. Okay, so based on whatever you want, 24 students, you don't have to worry, because a newer set will come, that is May 2023 to June 2024, or the May 2024. That new 12 months set also will come, that you can enroll to. Okay, so that wait for the launch, just let the prelims of this thing get over and I will launch the new batches. Okay, so just by watching Plums, you may not clear the exam, because Plums is giving you an idea of how to solve questions or what all type questions are coming. You need continuous practice, and these are all the subjects which I showed you. You have to enroll to this and keep studying every single day, and your score will double. Okay, this is again separately current affairs I have mentioned here, but you can anyway WhatsApp me to get the details. So this is the Plums episode for today.